Hi, Tim from Whyboats here, and today we're going to have a look around this beautiful 1991 Najad 51 blue water cruiser. We'll take a look around the outside, on the deck, discuss the rigging, and then a good tour inside as well. Why don't you come and join me aboard? Standing here at the stern, on this centre cockpit layout, lends itself to this lovely open space area. We have split hydraulic backstays, leading to a nice central gate down to the swim platform. We've got large davits for the tender and a passerelle for access off the stern as well. There's plenty of stowage each side of the master cabin, and the main sheet track is forward at the back of the cockpit coaming area as well, keep it nicely out of the way. Now let's have a look at the cockpit too. Sitting here at the starboard side of the cockpit at the helm, we've got a lovely central cockpit layout, nicely protected. At the forward end of the cockpit we've got the full glass windscreen with canvas work above for the spray hood. This boat's quite unique in that she's got a full cockpit enclosure as well as a separate bimini depending on which climates you're in. She's got a central wheel with a renewed Garmin chart plotter, Simrad autopilot and wind speed. Additionally, you'll notice she's got twin throttle controls. She actually has two Volvo MD 31 65 horsepower diesel engines, making her very manoeuvrable in marinas working off the throttles alone. The hydraulic controls for the forestay and the backstays are here, with large winches electrified on each side as well. She's got a full teak deck, cockpit seating and flooring, and a high gloss finish on the table as well. Let's take a look at the side deck and towards the bow. Starting here on the port side, you can see the full teak deck and coach roof. She's a very low coach roof design, making her very aesthetically pleasing. Moving forward, we've got a keel step mast with a hydraulic system for the kicker, slab reefing on the mainsail, making it easy to manage with a powerful mainsail still, and a single pole for the spinnaker systems. Moving further forward, we will then look at the foresail systems as well. Up here at the bow, we've got the forward forestay is hydraulic. The inner forestay setup for the jib is on a line but to an electric winch, and we've got our middle forestay for hank-on sails as well. We have a lovely forward area for standing and access to look over the anchor, an electric windlass under the first set of locker lids, and then sail storage behind that as well. It's a lovely open foredeck design, very clean and simple, making it a comfortable boat to sail and use. Starting here at the companionway, we have a very nice forward-facing navigation area to starboard. Plenty of storage around with all the navigator books, as you can see. There's also a very nifty chart storage area just above that. Moving forward of that, we have an L-shaped settee to starboard, which also converts to a pilot berth with some supports here. We have the drinks cabinet and wine cabinet just above that with plenty of stowage. On the port side, we have a very large C-shaped seating with its own designated table and two rotating armchairs. There's loads of stowage behind that in the nice cabinetry, and the TV's mounted on this bulkhead. Next to me here we have a nice bit of wooden trim around the keel step mast. Now let's move forward to the forepeak and the bunk cabin. In the forepeak we've got this lovely large double berth, more than enough space for two. We've got nice lighting around and stowage on each side and underneath the berth. There's also a little foothold to get you up through the forward hatch. Moving slightly after that, on the port side we have this lovely little bunk room. It's got its own hanging locker, mirror and stowage and heating access as well. Then onto the starboard side we have the head. Got a single lovely sink with a pull-out tap to shower, plenty of stowage and a sea toilet mounted as well. You'll notice behind the sea toilet one of the stiffening rods for the rigging. Now let's go have a look at the galley. Here in the galley we have a lovely linear galley down the port side of the boat. At the forward end we have a nice workspace area, also with the top loading access to the large fridge. Moving back from that we have a free hob gas oven, burner and grill, with plenty of stowage and storage around for all your items in drawers, etc. The top loading freezer is back here on the port side with the microwave above, and we've also got an ice maker. On the inboard side we have our lovely stainless twin steel stainless sinks with hot and cold taps, seawater and fresh water, a soda stream maker and a coffee machine, and below that is the dishwasher. As you can see, loads of space in here, nice storage area and very usable long term. Now let's have a look at the main cabin. Here in the master cabin at the aft of the boat, we have this lovely large double centrally lined berth. Got access from both sides and the tail. It sets itself very nicely into the back of the boat where you've got those little hatches for additional light. On the port side here we have this settee, and just forward that double hanging lockers. Moving round to the starboard side we have the desk, access for seating on the berth with the drawers as well. Just forward of that is the ensuite that we will see in a second. I think one of the nicest features about this part of the boat is just the light spaciousness. There's so many opening hatches and windows, so creating a really nice atmosphere in any daylight. Let's have a look at the ensuite. Moving into the ensuite, on the starboard side for the main cabin we have a single sink with pull-out tap, an electric Jabsco sea toilet, and then just forward of that we have the separate shower area. Nice sized head with plenty of natural light getting in so it doesn't feel claustrophobic. Finally, here on the starboard side we have a converted old pilot's cabin. In here we have actually got a setup for a wash machine, tumble dryer and a nice work surface. Works very well as a storage room and just general useful cabinet. You could almost class it as a utility room. Finally, the last item on board is the engine machinery room. Let's take a look. Stepping inside the machinery room, you'll see that we have twin Volvo MD31 diesel inboards. These are rated at 65 horsepower each on shaft drives, and you've got individual throttle controls for manoeuvrability. Central and after that we have a 5 kilowatt generator. As you can see, lovely access to get to the engine bay compared to most 50 footers of this class. Finally, at the stern of the boat here, she's got an incredibly strong layout being a Najad. Her hull was resprayed by Burfon in the UK about 3 years ago and is looking in pristine condition. Her current owner has sailed her extensively but extremely well maintained. Thank you for looking around Indaba today with me. Full details are available at www.whyboats.com.